Hey, what's going on, folks? What's going on? We waiting for that Cambosos and Lomachenko fight, man. Before that, man, it's something I wanted to talk about, though, man. I mean, Jamal Charlo just got stripped of all his belts, man. He had no other belts on, man, and it got me wanting to think about something and talk about something and what we got going on with these young athletes, man. These young superstars, I like to call them, man. You got Jamel Charlo, man. This guy got talent, man. He got both of the Charlo brothers got talent. This one here, man, three-time junior middleweight champion, man. 33 years old. These are twins, both of them twins, like a minute or 2 minutes apart. Jamel got 35 wins with 2 losses, man. 19 KOs, man. Got stripped of his title, and it's about time he got stripped for it, man. I mean, believe he haven't fought or defended his title over 2 years. But Jamel Charlo, his brother, a lot of problems with these guys. They call these guys the menace to boxing, and they're no worse than a whole lot of other ones. So we can't really blame them. So my issue that I wanted to discuss today, man, is just a problem I think what's going on. And I know the name of my channel is Strictly Boxing. Let me go back to that right there. This is Strictly Boxing, and then I welcome you to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it. Subscribe on the channel. I really would like your comment on what we're discussing today. Now, back on what we're talking about, man, is these young athletes, man. But I know, like I said, I know it's a Strictly Boxing, but this specific topic we're talking about today applies in all sports. It applies in every other sport. And what we're talking about, man, is how these young athletes get these money and become a target, man. They become a target for different types of women, drug dealers, gangsters, rappers, and then there's a different type of behavior. These Charlo guys, man, they was real good fighters from a long time. I remember going to a fight in Trenton, New Jersey with them, man, when they first was starting off. And they was pretty good. We could look at them and say, these guys are going to be somebody. They was nice, cool brothers. They was good to talk to them. It was all right. Now they got some money, man, and championships and talents. And what happens in that if you don't have the good team with you, man? We got domestic violence, man. Jamal, I get them mixed up. One of them, bragging on a video about punching this girl in the eye, and then you got, the other one, another assault charge here, and we got, it's just a lot of problems going on, and what are we going to do about these things, man? I'm gonna tell you what I think the issue is, man, and I think that we need to address this issue, man, as coaches, as leaders, as managers. We choose these fighters, man. We have to help them. We got to put them on a straight path, man. Because right now, the managers is just as messed up as the young athlete, man. We ain't used to be into this gangster stuff. We ain't used to be into this. Athletes was role models, man. Athletes was a different, was people they could look up to, man. Let me tell you. I remember my manager, man. He was real classy guy, man. He wouldn't stand for none of this nonsense, man. Tommy Parks wouldn't stand for anybody couldn't come in your locker room, man. He raising you to be a person that could be people can look up to you. This is what the sports thing is supposed to be about. Now, I know we got, we come out from the hood. Not most, but a lot of fighters come from the hood. We come from poverty, come from certain things, and we understand that. I understand that those are some obstacles, and we become, all our friends who may be involved in other things, other situations, and we become like pulled into that stuff, man. Now the drugs come in and the alcohol comes in, and then now the gangster attitudes because the money. Now we got guns, and now we got all this bad stuff going on, man. Against young athletes, man, who making a lot of money, which affects you in the sport later on. So what made me start to think about this is the Charlo twins, man. But it's more than just the Charlo twins, man. It's a whole lot of people in this right here. So reflecting back on my past, man, I remember one time having to say some things where I stepped out of line because I was pushed at the wind or whatever, and cursing and stuff. My manager got me alone and was like, you know how many millions of dollars you just lost? And I like, what are you talking about? Dude pushed me. I just said, now I'm going to F you up. Nah, man, that's not the attitude that we want to present to the crowd, to the world, man. It's not the attitude we want to present to the world. You think back even if you think back as far as Mike Tyson with Custom, Mike had a different attitude about himself, man. How he talked, how he humbleness. It was a different thing, you know. So what got me kind of bugging out with this, right? You know, one time, man, I had a fought on Thursday night fights, man, in Atlantic City, and you know, me and my son mother was standing out on Broad Street, which is a big like a downtown in every other city except Elizabeth is really uptown, but we out on the shopping area, a lot of people, crowded area, and we having an argument. I'm yelling at her, and she yelling at me, and I'm calling her name, she calling me name, because we young kids, and I'm 18 years old, I don't know no better. Then somebody says, excuse me, didn't I just see you fight on TV the other night? It was kind of embarrassing. And thankful for my mother and father raising me correctly, I knew that it wasn't right. I knew that the behavior of yelling and screaming and acting like I don't want to say the word, I understood that wasn't what we wanted to portray as boxing champions, as role models in our communities. It means a lot, man, that these young guys get under some managers and trainers and promoters that teach you to conduct yourself professionally. To conduct yourself as an individual that's not just good in boxing or at whatever sport you at, but that you're a good person, that you're a role model figure, that you can come to engagements and speak, that you can come and try to help the kids on the street live a positive life. When they look at you and they see you signing autographs and taking pictures with them, they understand that I want to be like him. I want to get out the hood too. You know, I want to be able to make a lot of money and not be involved in selling drugs or doing crimes. And the only way I could do that is to have role models or people around me to keep me away from it. This is what we need, role models. And our fighters and our champions is somehow being drugged into a different type of behavior that bothers me. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me and say, well, that's just what it is, and it's the hood, it's the mentality. But it wasn't always like that. Wasn't always like that. There was a time I remember, and not too long ago, where the people that sold, the fighters that sold was the ones that came professionally, conducted themselves. They dressed right and they conversated with the media, and we talked right, and everything was that. That's who made the money. Now it's like the worst of the worst can get out in the public and say some of everything into the public. All types of language. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That shit is crazy. Something is wrong there. I agree that a lot of them, just the leadership roles and money may be able to do it to you. Money may make you get crazy and make you want to think like, but I think it's the world. It might be just the times of the world where people are not trying to conduct themselves in a more, word I'm looking for, man. I want to make sure I hit this right, but a more I use the word professional, but something else I'm looking at that. I'm thinking more of a civilized. That's the word I'm looking for. Civilized. to behave like a civilized individual. We're not doing that, man. We got our young athletes, man. And I mean, I understand the athlete is the athlete. He don't listen, and then you get mad. The worst thing to me is to have a fighter. I don't want a fighter that doesn't respect me as a coach or respect me as a manager. And you got to respect yourself. You got to have a certain type of respect, man. You know, let me tell you, man. I was sharing this topic with some friends of mine today at the store, and I was telling him the type of respect I had for my managers. That one day we was walking on a broad street out in Newark, New Jersey. We were on this broad street, and we had parked. You know, he had a Mercedes. He parked a Mercedes on Broad Street. There was no parking, and we saw the tow truck getting ready to tow the car, and so he was carrying all these boxes, and we couldn't both carry and get there in time. So he threw me the keys and told me to run to the car, get in the car, and don't get out of the car no matter what. So I ran to the car, I jumped in the car, and I sat there. And the cop was saying, get out of the car. The cop was getting angry at me because I wouldn't get out of the car. But the cop knew he couldn't tow that car as long as I was in the car. So the cop is getting frustrated because I'm not getting out the car. Looks like he's about to pull his gun on me to try to get me out the car. He's frustrated, he's mad, but I would not get out of the car. So moments later, my manager got there. The cop was there. He talked to the cop. He paid for the tow. He didn't mind paying for the tow. But if they tow the car, now we got to get a ride to the pound, get it released. All other things had to happen. But I'm telling you that story because the type of respect a fighter needs to have for their trainer is like that. It's like that. It's not, he can't have a respect where he says, come on, all right, y'all both look good. You're doing all right. You're sparring. Okay, I want you to push another round. No, I ain't doing another round. I'm done. I can't be your coach. I can't be your coach if you can't say, all right, coach, I can do another one? Yeah, I think you can do another one. Okay, I'm going to do another one. I want to have the relationship with the fighters like, I know when you had enough. I know when it's too much, now I'll figure out when to stop it. Okay, now that's enough. I don't want you to go no more. But I also want to be able to look at you and know, okay, you got more in you. You can go some more. Let's push it. Has to be some respect from the trainer, from the fighter to the trainer, from the fighter to the coach. We need a certain level of respect. And the only way we can do that is if we don't lower ourselves to the young athlete. We can't be acting like the young athlete. We are adult, grown men. We need to be raising these young athletes to be civilized human beings. So now you want to get all crazy because now you got a little money, you're a world champ, or you got some status, and now you want to drink and drive, homicides, and carrying guns. Now you want to do shit that's just got you. I don't know, man. I need somebody else to tell me something about what I'm talking about. Is there something that's going on in my mind that's just me? Or is for our young athletes is getting lost? Because the coaches or the managers are more concerned with the money than they are with the status of the human being before and after the fight game is over for the individual. Because when they get older, now what? Yeah, because when he was younger, he didn't care nothing. He just spent all his money like a young kid who never had nothing. Gonna spend everything he got. He's gonna wind up broke with nothing, no education, no history, no more money, no more nothing. Now what? Yeah, baby here, baby there, babies all over the world. Child support here, child support there, child support there. You're not gonna get anything. Never gonna have nothing. Rested for this, rested for that. It's just a bad situation. And we need to be more focused on our professional athletes being more professional. Guys that we look up to, we should look up to certain type of individuals. It's not based on athletic skills. This is why my favorite fighter right now is Terence Crawford. Because of what I hear he stands for. Now, I don't know him too much personally. I mean, I met him and we had some conversations. He beat me in a head up dominoes game. I'm gonna get him a rematch one of these days. But he got one baby mother, one woman who he's been with. He trains. He's focused on his career. You're not going to hear about no nonsense in his name. You don't hear about drug games or any of that right there going on with him. That's what makes him the person he is. I mean, we get these fighters, man. We can make them good in the ring. We make them skillfully. A lot of it is talent, but that's not. They need more than that. The fighters need more than just money or just to win. So the Charlo brothers, man, they got a bad rap, you know. Jamal Charlo, you know, he had little mental health situations. I mean, they do a lot of drinking, a little driving. He was drunk driving situation, aggravated assault situation, got a fleeing charge. That's some heavy situations. The other guy finally got his title stripped, and so now what's up for him? What they gonna do now? So is the money a blessing? Was making a little bit of money, thing with being able to do some things that hurt you or make you better? I don't know, man. Listen, man, I would really like to know what you guys think, man. I would really like to see if somebody else could enter this discussion with me, man. Let's have some discussions on these young athletes, man. You know, I think civilized was the word I was looking for. I think that's a good word, man. These individuals, man, it is bad, man, because the media, or I say the world, that's what's selling, man. Like, the crazier you act, the more it's selling. So is you really that way, or are you just acting that way? Because a lot of people say Ryan Garcia playing crazy. I don't know. Is he playing crazy? I mean, he's smoking, he's drinking. You know, he all over the place, man. Is that who we want to idolize? We need to idolize better. We needed better idols, man, to look up to. And we need to try to teach our young athletes, our young boxers, man, to be more professional and conduct themselves like good men. That's what we want, man. We want good men in the sport of boxing. So that when you get right, you can come back and bring the next generation up and raise them up to be more than just athletes. Man, this is Derek Poppy Roland at Strictly Boxing, man. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it. And man, listen, hit the like button for me so I can get that thumbs up, man. And if you got something to say about this, man, I really appreciate it if you can share your input on this. This is Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Roland. Peace.